You see, at times we talk about the same thing, but giving different labels. She might be right, and you might also be right on what you see. Working closely with NYC, where some of these things come from, she is right, and you are right. Those people that you say sorting, you cannot use them to say standard of education had fallen, because sorting means they never went through the school. They bribed their way through. I am aware that within the university system, I can say today, within the university system, we have definitely more than 3,000 who are presently either serving or in final year that they were not qualified to be there in the first instance. They faked their papers. They were somebody who is a photographer, with due respect to photography, I'm not trying to denigrate. Somebody who is known not to, is just practicing some level of photography on the campus. And somebody helped to mobilize that person to the NYC. Fake certificate for the person. Then when you see the person with a certificate, you now say, oh, standard of which education? Or somebody who paid himself his way through. We are carrying out an investigation now about A level, those who come to 200 level, because they want to avoid UTME. The craze now is to go through what they call direct entry. Many of them fake diploma. We were not even looking at that before 2023. We believe that universities should scrutinize direct entry. But when BUK made Bayero University Kano raised an alarm that look, 85% of the certificate they sent for verification came back fake. And they now raised an alarm. We decided from 2023 to be looking at the direct entry. The outcome is seriously bad. So these people, we have a large number of them who did not have, from this year now, you hear noise, direct entry. What concerns you about direct entry, for God's sake? We run 6334. Where is the A level in the 6334? But all these people who want to cut corner, they have found out that that's the easiest way of avoiding UTME. And they will go for some fake diploma. They will go for one course or the other. And mind you, they are coming in at 200 level. And they will now pay bribe the lecturer, bribe everybody, and suddenly you find them at NYC and you meet them and say you are a graduate. Yes, you are right, because you claim to be a graduate. But yes, she is also right, because they were not graduates. So you are talking of the same thing. We need to look at the system that allows that. I know that many people are being investigated presently, that are either on NYC or final year, and we have been able to get to the root of what they are doing. And some people are with the security agencies now who had confessed to what they had done and that they were doing this for them. And these are people that they will now mobilize, and you now see them and you say it's a graduate, and you now say, oh, it's a... There was somebody recently who appeared for something in JAM with us, and we said, with this certificate you hold, we will hand you over to the police if you don't tell us the truth. And he confessed that he bought it. So the point is that there are so many people cutting corners. There are few of us who are bad eggs in the tertiary institutions too, where they will buy little things for, and they will then pass them through. But I did something when I was vice chancellor. A former minister of education is late now, minister of state for education. He had a school, late Alhaji Saka Sadu. He was an educationist. He was minister of state for education. He had a secondary school in Abuja here. And he interviewed some people, and he found them not worthy of the certificate they were holding. Then he called me as vice chancellor. I said, look, these people are graduates of your university. I don't believe that they this. I said, good, bring the certificate. And he brought the certificate. What did I do? I called for the papers, the scripts of the candidates from when they were admitted up to their graduation. And the three of them, we found out that they ought not to have graduated because somebody assisted them at the final year because he felt that, oh, they scored 40, I can change it to 50. He upgrade what they call upgrading and brought a wrong thing to Senate. Of course, we dealt firmly with that person. What I'm saying, the lesson for me is that take them, don't just talk generally. When you find such persons, let us look, let us investigate what really happened. You will see that standard in terms of what we have said, because even when you say standard is falling, it means there is a standard. It means that this person is performing below standard. So it means the standard is not falling. The people are falling below the standards. Okay. So, and when people say standards are falling, I would say if there is no standard, you wouldn't have known where they ought to be. Okay. Where they ought to be is the standard. Okay. What you are saying is that they are falling below expectation. So if the standard is falling, they will be celebrated because the standard will be going down and they will be celebrated. Right. So the point I'm making is that in most cases, some of these people that we find not worthy of the certificate they hold, they got the certificate through illicit, through under the table means of obtaining the certificate.